Today on Eppy Shop, flicking boogers at strangers. Today on Eppy Shop, we're teaching my coworkers how to wash their damn hands. What up, guys? And welcome to the Chop Shop. And I wanted to kind of do like a pre-intro, whatever thing again. Reason being is I start this out working on the engine and transmission, and then I completely jump over to doing my front suspension. And then, well, I go engine, transmission, and then I finally jump to suspension. But then I struggled to get parts in town anywhere because all the COVID BS and just bad treatment. So I'm going to try to shorten this video down, keep it way less than half an hour. But stay tuned, because look. We about got our front end bolted in place. It's not bolted in place, but we're damn near. We're damn near there. I'm waiting on parts from Speedway Motors. That'll be in on Thursday, the day this video drops. So once we get that tied in, we'll work on that rear section. But stay tuned. Check this out, guys. Alright, guys. So I hit like a little snafu, if you will. And I think it's going to cause me to backtrack a little bit. It's not really a snag. And I think I want to slow down and make sure before I start locking things down, full building engine brackets and everything. I don't know exactly how this car is going to sit. I went to the parts store because I'm just going to build this thing with heavy duty RV leaf spring brackets, potentially get some leaf springs from them. I actually had my full-blown kit laid out at the one supply house who aggravated the shit out of me, and I left my stuff sitting on the counter. So I'm gonna potentially swing by a supply house today if they're open, but I think I'm gonna actually focus on getting the suspension up under here first for multiple reasons. A, the car is completely immobile, and I've slowly worked Sandy back up here, so I need to finish her brakes and stuff. And she's not supposed to be side bitch, she's main bitch. This is being main bitch right now. I want to get the suspension up under here, so I've pulled a shit ton of measurements, and I've actually changed my mind just a little bit because of the bracket selection that I had and selections. So I'm kind of glad I didn't make that purchase. But I also didn't buy any metal to do my cross member with, again because I got aggravated and left. I think I'm going to ditch this front bumper. So if anybody needs a 65 to 67 Galaxy front bumper, let me know for sale. These brackets are going to go too, because I think I want to put my bracket right here in this beef, and then probably do like a cross brace or something right here. But I'm going to build the box and do my rear bracket back there. But I think that may potentially, because the brackets that I'm going to use, maybe lift the front of this car up just a little bit more, in which case we'll make my engine uneven again. I also need to do a little bit of research. I don't know that an engine actually needs to sit completely level. That's how I'm sitting it. Because side by side it should be level, but I think I'm actually sitting the engine according to its intake manifold level. So if anybody else knows that that's wrong, let me know. I'm going to research it before I lock everything down. But when we jump forward, hopefully I'll have parts. If not, one thing that's another ragu that I'm hitting is I meant to trim this firewall a little bit more while I had the engine out. And I think I'm actually going to take a pretty significant part of it out and maybe just do like a big diamond plate patch or something. But this transmission, unfortunately, appears to be seized. I'm going to pull it apart, get some penetrating oil and stuff in there. But what I've done is I've actually rotated this engine for shits and giggles, just to check the compression and everything on it. So now the spline of the engine is in a different setting than the spline of the transmission, and it's kind of hard to like rotate and then check, rotate and check, rotate and check. So I think I want to pull those both out, try and mesh those two back up, and or get that transmission to break loose. Otherwise I might need to look for another 3-speed. If I'm going to look for another 3-speed, I'm not going to look for another 3-speed. I'm going to go for a 4-speed. If I'm going to go for a 4-speed, I might even go a power glide. Then I have to switch bell. I don't know. Too many things. It's supposed to be bottom dollar. Bottom dollar. We should break that transmission loose and make it happen. Guys, I am just back to back getting shut down on this episode. We're supposed to have plans this weekend that bailed, and then I was gonna get parts. Obviously that didn't happen. I was gonna get parts again. That didn't happen. I was having issues finding stuff online, and then I ended up talking to this I-beam guy on Instagram. Actually, he's a dropped I-beam. He actually heats and drops them via the heat. I couldn't quite identify the I-beam that was on this car. I got a hold of him. He helped me do so. He believes it to be a 60s Econoline I-beam. He also sent me some pictures of some brackets and stuff. And I was talking earlier, I was gonna switch this thing to disc brakes. I think he's got me talked in just to keep in the drums, which will allow me to keep just the single pot brake master cylinder. You know, this thing isn't gonna go over 100 miles an hour and only in a straight line. It will be alright, I think. There's nothing wrong with these shackles besides the bushings, which I can replace later. I ordered just a little bracket kit from Speedway Motors. As of right now, I'm kind of waiting on parts. Not kind of, totally waiting on parts. Probably gonna do some firewall trimming just to get something done on this episode. I'm sorry, guys. See, it's not so bad. There was just already a little hole there that I want quarter to corner to, and there's gonna probably be some more trimming. Imagine one of that. Well, I mean the floor panels need to be replaced anyways. That's why I don't feel bad about cutting the floor. I'm just gonna do some sort of license plate or diamond plate or something cover on this. But got more room for our bell housing now, so we can work on everything. And one thing I did do off camera real quick is I actually took these brackets. Used to be bolted on this way, on this side, run out that way. So now they face this way. As you can see, they fit significantly better that way. I think what I'm gonna do is probably take this bolt out, trim these to fit in this corner section. You know, not exactly sure how yet. But and we'll do some sort of cap, and we're gonna weld this right onto this big old piece of foundation we got down here. I've done some more thinking and whatnots, and I think I'm just gonna cut probably at very least from like here forward out, and I'm gonna get me some 3x2. And probably run a piece out, I don't know, as far as I need to. That'll allow me to keep my location for my right here, or where the front of the doghouse sits, the radiator core support sits right there. So there'll be something for that to sit on. I'll have plenty of beef to weld into. This is good solid metal here. This is, obviously right here in our corner. There's bunches of welds, plenty of strength. And I'm only going to come out just enough that I could build a bracket for my front leaf spring shackle here to go onto. That's all I need. Like I said, I'm waiting on my Speedway parts. They're actually going to be in Thursday, the day that this video is supposed to drop. I'm going to try for the third time to get metal. So apparently this episode is just going to be a bunch of brainstorming. Guys, might be saving this episode. Chickadee, chickadee. Hold on. First off, I ran out of cutting wheels and sawzall blades in my little itty bitty town, in my state, where you are legally obligated to wear a mask. And I'm not gonna pinpoint them out, but thanks to my local parts store for not making me wear a fucking mask. Thank you. Bam. And then, look at this clean steel here. We can finally make some stuff. Super clean metal, like 6 minutes away from where I work. Very fair price. And like I said, I'm gonna cut the front of that frame off and replace it with this. And we're gonna go from there because I got a bracket to make for my leaf springs. So stay tuned. I wasn't gonna record, but since you're working. I like the way you work it. No diggity. Look, I did stuff. Finally. Said lap them off. Got my 6-inch pieces and my Lanta. And I'm still dialing this thing in, don't judge me. And I'm still running off flux core. Still don't have my gas. And I'm still on 120. I'm not making excuses about my welds. I'm actually pretty happy with them. Them motherfuckers, them are in there. It'll do. And then these are just a piece of 2x4 that I cut at an angle. I left it 4 inches wide. So I got my full piece. I think I'm probably gonna do like a plate underneath of this. And I'm probably gonna do, just like I did right here. So this will be braced in at an angle this way as well. This might have a gusset forward or backward. I don't think it'll need it, but I might brace it underneath just to have some extra meat. But I'm gonna slide this axle up real quick and kind of see what it looks like. Boom! Look at that. You'd almost think I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't, but it kind of looks like it. Speedway bracket will go right here. I'll probably put some sort of plate underneath of it. I'm probably gonna grind these welds down flat and put a plate here. I'm going to do right here what I did with these pieces. I'm gonna cut myself 45, so a triangular piece that will go in here. Box this in. But look, I mean, we're centered. I can probably just gonna do a plate underneath of this. Just to have a little bit of extra meat, just to connect these two. So a plate that'll run just all the way along the bottom there. I'll burn that in. This shit will be way stronger than this front section ever was in the first place. Look at that, y'all. We have a gasser. Look at this. It's rusty, nasty shit. And then it almost looks like someone who knows what they're doing did this shit. Oh, and I cannot tell you how much I love my new welder. And again, I'm not bragging about my welds, but much more good than I was previously laying down. And mind you, I'm still on 110, still on flux core. I don't have my gas yet. This thing will do aluminum, MIG, TIG, everything. Way more than I have right now because I don't even have 220 in the garage. But, oh, that's cool. Look at that. I'm going to do basically the same concept on the transmission cross member when I get back out here. Like I said before, it's my anniversary. Shouldn't roll my eyes about that. I love my wife. It's our anniversary, both for marriage and dating, this week. So that pretty much leaves me tonight to edit this video. It's already 8. Get up at 4 in the morning. I should probably shower and make this happen. I hate to cut this video short. I don't know if it's actually gonna be short or not, but so when we come back, I'm gonna be using more 2x4 to do the cross member. I might still need to get some 1x1, I might not, but we'll figure it out, man. I'm sorry for this episode. I don't know, man. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We are at 263 subscribers now. Still growing, gang. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom. Deuces.